Bama travels to the Plains to Auburn for the Iron Bowl. Bama won last year 42-13, and last week they just barely escaped a hot Arkansas team. Auburn lost last week to South Carolina, which was a big surprise. If you look at Alabama, you have to start at the quarterback like we do every game. And Bryce Young, he's been not good. He has been great the entire season long. Completed 72% of his passes, 38 touchdowns, and just 3 interceptions. I love the way he orchestrates his offense, distributing the ball to his wide receivers, doing a terrific job. Jamison Williams has been a find and a catch. The transfer from Ohio State, he's averaging over 20 yards a catch. Going with John Mechie, he's got 77 receptions on the season. But I think what really gets us started is his offensive line and Greg Robinson Jr. He's had a really nice year. They haven't been able to force the run on people, but they've made it compatible with their passing game, which has been impressive. I like Will Anderson, the linebacker, one of the top linebackers in the country, but he needs help defensively. He can't do it all by himself. The other side of the ball, Bo Nix is out of this game. He's not going to play. You look at head coach Brian Harsin. This is his first Iron Bowl. Going back to Gus Malzahn, Gus Malzahn always had some trick plays, coach, in this game to go against Nick Saban to frustrate him. I wonder if Brian Harsin has the same thing up his sleeve. But they're going to run the ball with Tank Bisbee and company. Alabama's a big favorite in this game. They're a 19.5-point favorite. I think they win this game, but I don't think they cover because in a rivalry game, you never know what's going to happen. Some teams will come out with plays you haven't seen. Some teams won't. But I like Bama winning this game and not covering, but Bama wins this game 41-27.
Well, Auburn's lost 3 in a row, Mark. They're 6-5 at the present time. They've lost Bo Nix, their outstanding quarterback. But they might have lost a football team last week, Mark. I'm watching them play South Carolina. They're up 14-0. They have 4th and 1 inside their 35-yard line. He goes for it. He doesn't make it. And from then on, the game turns completely around. That was just basically a coaching mistake. When I look at Auburn, they started out very strong, losing 3 in a row. Now they're going against Bama in the Iron Bowl. Now, Bama has got to beat Auburn, which I think they will do decisively. They understand it. But they're also going to have to beat Georgia to make it to the playoff. And that will happen in next week. And I think that's going to be a great game because Alabama is exceptionally outstanding on offense. Running, not so much. But, boy, their scoring offense is outstanding. Bryce Young is so good. Their defense is much better than people think. They average in the top 12 in almost every defensive statistic. They're excellent on third down on offense as well as on defense. They do protect the football. And Bryce Young, 3,500 yards, 38 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. A lot of that credit has to go to Coach Bill O'Brien, the offense coordinator, who was the head coach at Penn State. I love running back Robinson. He has 945 yards, 14 touchdowns, but that isn't really what makes him go. The receiver, Williams, you mentioned, outstanding. And when you look at the receivers at Ohio State, you understand why he transferred. But when I look at this game, I think it comes down. Alabama wins the game 45, Auburn 14.
Oh, blowout.